will on that midnight train to Georgia. Woo-hoo! Yes, Gladys, then be well. My world, his, hers alone. Woo! Nessa girl, you know it don't take me much of an excuse for me to play old nasty old school tune. I don't know why every time I look at Underground, I just think the Midnight Train to Georgia. Granted, that man in that song was leaving from L.A. because it was too much for the man. And these hoes leaving from Macon because it's too hot for the man. They leaving on that midnight train from Georgia. Yes, they try to get down to the Atlanta so they get the hell up out of Dodge. Nessa girl, did you get into this last episode of Underground? Y'all, I'm loving this show. Let's just jump right on in. Now, this episode did not pull at my heartstrings like last week's episode did, which I'm actually glad because I was not in the mood to be crying and carrying on at 5:30 this morning. However, what it did do was pull at my mental strings and my historic data bank that I got trapped in my mind over here. Now, when I went to Florida State University and got my degree in economics, they didn't teach me nothing about psychology, but the School of Hard Knocks did. Now, let me tell y'all something. I hope this episode has really opened y'all eyes to many of the vestiges of slavery that have still carried forward to 2016 within the black community. In particular, I'm talking about a lot of the division, dissension, and individualistic behaviors that many African Americans carry to this day. Slavery was one of those institutions that either by design or default was engineered to cause us as a people to work against each other in order to get the best possible benefit for the individual. Somewhat like what psychologists call the prisoner's dilemma. Unlike many other, cultures, whereas they as a whole benefited from working together and the oppression that they faced was best overcome by them working together. Slavery was one of those things that was so traumatic, so damaging, and so divisive that, basic survival instincts kicked in and people were like, child, fuck y'all, fuck the plan, fuck the cause. I gotta do me and I'm trying to get mine. You better get yours the best way you know how. And think back to it, just look around at the community around you, look at your immediate surroundings. How many people still carry that attitude to this day? It saddens me when I think about it, but I don't beat myself up about it simply because slavery was something that took place across 400 years. When you think about a culture of people being programmed one way for 400 years, it's going to take more than 150 years of freedom to deprogram a whole race of people. Not to mention we've had about 150 years of freedom and maybe about 60 years of actually having basic civil rights in this damn country. So yes, although we've got a long way to go, we have come a long way, but 400 years of being programmed one way to survive by any means necessary and fuck the rest because I'm trying to get the best is not going to be deprogrammed automatically in 150 years. But it definitely starts with awareness, and that's why I thought it was poignant that I point out that reverberating theme that carried throughout this episode of Underground. Light-skinned people, and I'm finna give y'all two very poignant examples in this episode. Light-skinned people, just when I thought I could fuck with y'all all over again, Kato had to go off and fuck it up for y'all. Y'all losing this week. Y'all are losing this week. Team Light Skin is losing because Kato ass, who we thought we could trust, he don't put us back on the fence again with them light skin tendencies. He don't shot Zeke down to the knee as much as Zeke don't did for you. He plowed the field for you. He whooped ass for you. He ran for you. He kept secrets for you and took a bullet to the knee for you without his permission. That was wrong, Kato, but I get it. Kato was like, bitch, I got this gun and this midnight train to freedom getting ready to leave. Hoo-hoo! I'd rather be in that world than be in this one with your ass. Okay? And Kato was like, not today. Bitch, he said, I gotta get mine. You better get yours. And that's exactly what he did. He shot Zeke in the knee in order for him to get away. And it's funny because given that situation, as much as we want to ride out, okay, though, look, bitch, it's 3 of them on horseback with guns, and both of us finna get caught. So, in the grand scheme of the hopes and dreams of the slaves that wanted us to rise, bitch, we can't rise if one of us ain't there to turn on the oven. So listen, we gonna pick our poison. Either both of us gonna die, or one of us, gonna be the shark bait. And unfortunately, Kato sacrificed Zeke in order to get away. And it's funny because as much as I'm mad at him, I'm sitting here and I'm playing the situation out in my mind. And I think given the alternative or put in that situation, I think our survival instincts would have kicked in, and any one of us probably would have done the same thing, as ugly as that sounds. And that's what I'm talking about, how slavery was either designed or by default in a way that caused us to have to turn on one another in order to survive, instead of lift one another up and empower one another in order to get on and get by. Another prime example of that is Pearlie Mae. Last week, y'all, we was all team Pearlie Mae, baby. She was down for the cause. She was team dark skin. She was down for the cause. Mama Careed, she helped write the papers. I mean, Pearlie Mae was down. She was down like 4 flat tires. But then, you know what I'm saying? Situation arose where it was, look, help the group or shit. I got a guarantee over here. I got to get mine. Y'all better get yours. Presented with that opportunity to set her baby free. Pearlie Mae was put in a bind where she had to do what she felt was possible to protect her interests, which was her and her baby, even if that meant turning on the family, turning on the race, turning on the group of people that helped me get but so far. Y'all, that was one of the crafty vestiges of slavery that have still carried forward in 2015, and we are still faced with those situations every day. But I want y'all to understand, through watching this and through being entertained and shaking your ass to modern music, underscoring a period piece, that y'all get where some of these attitudes and behaviors come from. Some of y'all are just ignorant ass niggas by default. You know what I'm saying? You don't even understand where the hell you get it from. You don't understand where all this division and all of this, I gotta get mine, fuck everybody else attitude comes from. And I'm not excusing it, but I'm just helping to paint the narrative so a lot of people who don't understand where some of these attitudes come from, white people who are so quick to want to tell black people, you know what I'm saying, slavery happened so many years ago, we're sorry, get over it. I want you to look at this episode of Underground, coupled with the words that are coming out of my mouth, to understand why it's not that simple as saying, we're free, slavery was a thing of the past. I wish black people would just get on about it. It's the many vestiges of slavery that have carried forward to 2016 that still plague African American people. Slavery was something that was extremely deep from a psychological perspective. Like, y'all, the movie 12 Years a Slave really brought that forward for me to help me understand. I've always, as a kid, I watched Roots and Black History Month and all of this, and yeah, I understand slavery was a bad thing. It was hot, the people was picking cotton, and they were getting beat. Yeah, we all got it from the literal perspective, but never until that movie and then now until Underground did I truly understand just the psychological impact that slavery had, not only on African American people, but this nation as a whole. I mean, it shaped the minds of white people, it shaped the minds of black people. It shaped and dyed and tinted and tainted the fabric of the African American culture in the U.S. And it's just, y'all, shit is just deep. So Underground, y'all did a really good job for those of us who stay woke and who've got that third eye in subliminally pushing that agenda in this episode. And yeah, I got it. I caught it. I don't know if some of y'all caught it. Moving right along though, baby, Miss Ernestine, Steen. Her name Ernestine, but if you're down with it, we call her Steen. Baby, Steen. I think Steen might be running the whole country from the big house. Because, baby, Steen is stirring that pot. She is cooking the food. And she is running every damn thing on that plantation. Let me tell y'all something. I was like, go in and let her have steam. When she went in the room and told Sister Girl, I don't give a goddamn what Master told you. I'm going to tell Miss Susanna you've been playing dress up in her clothes. If you don't let me in this room, and you bitch, you better warn me when he come walking down this hallway. She had done told Pearly Mae what to do and what to say. But oh, leave it to no crafty crackers to switch up the game. Just when the nigga think they got a foot forward in the game, they got to come switch the playing field. Miss Susanna had done came in that bad boy. Miss Susanna had done crafted up a plan. Honey, had done used that blue-eyed, blonde hair, white devil witchcraft and drafted up some papers for Pearly Mae. Now, let me ask y'all a question. In all honesty, do y'all think if Pearly Mae would have turned on the squad, that Miss Susanna and Master would have truly made her and Boo free? One part of me says yes. But the dark skin side of me say, hell nah, Pearly Mae, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Then Ernestine had spies in the White House, honey. There's a spy amongst us who had done went back and ran her the report, honey, told her what Miss Susanna had done proposed to Pearly Mae. Child, as soon as she could put her beans on low, Steen ran into the office and said, Pearly Mae, no matter what that heifer told you, you can't believe her. Don't believe her, Pearly Mae. But see, Steen was able to look in Pearly Mae's eyes and see that Steen's faith was wavering. She was wavering. She wasn't steadfast and strong in her beliefs. And Steen said, baby, I can't leave this to chance. So she took her ass back to the kitchen. This time, she didn't put them beans on low. She turned them off because she said, I'm going to have to come back to cooking these. I don't need them to burn because I got to cook up a plan. Y'all, Steen went in that thing and had them poisoned that bitch. I said, no, God, Steen. I mean, yes, God, Steen poisoned her. No, Steen, don't do it. Yes! No, Steen. No. Yes! No. Yes! Yes! Steen had them poison, Lord. Master just losing livestock. Lord, I can't refer to the people as livestock. He just losing inventory left and right. Lord have mercy, Jesus. And let me tell you something. Going back to, you got to do you and I got to do me. Steen, though, the only reason why I can rock with Steen poisoning the hell out of Pearly Mae, because in protecting her daughter, her individual interest, this time around, at least her individual interest was tied to the greater interest of the whole group. Now, let's not sit here and pretend like Steen is a hero for the cause. Let's not get it twisted. Steen was not protecting the group. The group just ended up getting protected by default because they happened to be pushing the same agenda that Journey Smollett was, and Steen was trying to protect Rosalie. Okay? Now, here's one area where I was confused. Y'all know I'm normally insightful. When Miss Savannah was saying to Pearly Mae, we kin, did she simply mean kin because we were born on the same plantation, we were raised together as little girls, and we played together as little girls? Or did she mean kin in the regards that I know my daddy tipped off in the slave quarters and fucked your mama? Now, considering the fact that Pearly Mae was of the darker persuasion, I'm leaning more towards she mean with kin as in, we were both born on this plantation. But y'all help me out in the comments with that part. I was a little unclear. Sam, Sam, you could have contributed to the cause and sacrificed yourself and shot Master with that gun when you had the opportunity. Because lo and behold, Sam, I still feel some kind of way with you. I feel some kind of way because your punk ass didn't run. I feel some kind of way because I feel like all they got to do is apply a little pressure and your punk ass gonna snitch. But for right now, Sam, I'm going to let you live. I'm not going to go in and let half on you. Detective Stabler from Law and Order, you was raised better than that. Your pa raised you better than that. He did. And you wrong. And then now you tainting that little boy, because that little boy, Detective Stabler's son, he got a soul. He got a vengeance. He got a conscience. And he don't want to be out there killing these black people. He understand that, Martin Luther King was one day going to have a dream that little black boys and little black girls could sit at the table of brotherhood with little white boys and little white girls, okay? He was the precursor to the dream. And you right here trying to tank this boy. Now, Rosalie, going back to Team Light Skin losing. Rosalie, as much as I fuck with you, I'm going to need your ass to find a detour and go to the Oregon Trail and die of typhoid fever because you stay getting the group fucked up. The plan was poorly executed because y'all had to run early because you should have just gave Master Bill some of that good mulatto coochie. You should have took one for the team. Now you don't fucked up the plan. Then you don't fucked around and told Detective Stabler y'all was on the midnight train from Georgia. Woo-hoo. Now he coming up there shooting up the damn place. He got a gun up in his waist. Please don't shoot up the place. Why? Because we try to get the freedom. All them people trying to do is follow the drinking gourd and get the freedom. And you don't fucked up the plan by running your goddamn mouth. Did you not learn anything? But you stayed in the damn big house. The white man can't be trusted. Especially the 1800 white man, Rosalie. Girl, I swear for Lord, she got nothing but cotton and marbles in her damn brain. But because Moa love you and I love him, I'm going to let you slide. I'll do anything for that man. I just love the man because he treats me the way that I want to be treated when I need to be needed. When it comes to loving me, it's all right. Them the Jones girls. When it comes to providing for me, he's alright. I gotta play that when I get out of here. Anyway, girl. I almost call this thing Rosewood. Underground. You know I sing y'all praises. There's no wrong y'all can do. Except bring out Sister Badu. Now they said that was Erykah Badu that walked past there when Rosalie was in that thing with Master Bill acting stingy with her coochie. Y'all bring out Badu. We want to see what Badu gonna give. And y'all cast me for a role too. Shonda didn't cast me for no extra on Scandal. But as much as I go up for y'all, I know y'all gonna cast me as an extra. John Legend, Aldous Hodge, Journey Smiler, Adina Porter, Freak Like Me. Hey, y'all cast me as an extra. I don't want no speaking line. I just want to be in the field like this. That's all I want to do. That's all the dinner I want to do. I know y'all got a little role for me. Anyway, girl, I'll call y'all later. Y'all have fun. Y'all can get tuned in to Underground every Wednesday, 10 o'clock, WGN. And yeah, be good.